Okay, hello everyone. We will be covering chapter 5, section 4 today for grade 6 periodic. So let's start. For the first question, keep in mind that they've already given the equation to you. So we're just going to input the values to find k. Okay, so what is the value of k? So here minus 16 is y, k is the unknown, and x is 5. So you're just going to minus 16, you're going to bring that down here in division. Why are we dividing it? Because here, remember, it's multiplication. When you take it to the other side, it divides. So we divide here. Now minus 16 divided by 5, you get minus 3.2. I can also show it to you. 5 here and 16 here. Always put the minus sign beside the number so you remember that it's negative. So we'll put it here. So the first thing is that 3. It will be 15. I'll give you 1. And now we have to put a decimal point. Remember, after every whole number, there's a decimal point you need to remove if you want zeros. So you'll be putting it here. There is a 0 here. You'll drop it down. We'll make it 10. And now 5 times 2 is 10. We know that. We'll put that here and 10. So it's minus 3.2. The next one, what do we have? The next one, what do we have? Is that they have asked what is y equals to 48 when x is unknown. So keep in mind the constant k, it stays the same even if the x and y are changing. So what happens here? Again, we just plug it into the equation. Y is equals to 48. That's going to take 48 is equals to x is unknown and k is. Now here I'll write it as a fraction y because dealing with decimals can be a bit difficult. So 16 over 5, but you can do as you like if it's easy for you. So minus 16 over 5 times x. You take it to the other side, 48 times 16 over 5. You're going to flip it when you take it to the other side and you want to multiply. Don't forget to carry the negative as well. Is equals to x. Now again, what will you do here? I didn't flip it, my bad. Here, it's going to be 5 at the bottom and 16 again. 16 at the bottom and 5 above. So now when you solve this, you know that 16 is 4 times 4. So let's try that 48 is also present in the multiplication of 4, which is 12. So we'll divide here by 4. We'll divide here by 4. So what will we get? 12 times minus 5 over 4. Then again, it's 4 and 12. We can again divide by 4, which will be 3 times minus 5 over 1, which is minus 15. Now again, the next one, let's do this, is that you're getting is what is the value of y when x is equals to minus 40. When you do this, it's again the same process. Now they just have the y is unknown. So we will choose y, which is the unknown, minus 16 over 5, again I'm using the fraction, times, what is our x? Minus 40. Now negative, negative, you know it becomes positive, so make the sign positive here. Then simplify it before multiplying. So always simplify before multiplying because it makes it easier. So this will become 1, this will become 8. 8 times 16, minus 16 times minus 8, you'll get 128. You can also solve it. 128. The next one, of course, I always tell you to do the questions along the way, so it will become easy for you as well. You'll finish as the quiz is completing. So here, an electrical resistor wire directly proportional to its length. So the students I tutor, I always tell them to write this relation beforehand so you exactly know how to solve it. So it will be the resistance R is directly proportional to the length, right? So we can also write it R is equals to KL. That is your constant. Now in this question, either you can do it according to the constant, find the constant first and then continue, or you can do cross multiplication. I'll show you the cross multiplication way as well. So here, if you have what's given to you, always use that, right? And always only do the cross multiplication way or whichever way you want, which you have confidence and you have been practicing with it beforehand. So here we have resistance, right, which is 4. It's already given to me. And for the resistance, the length of this is 16. Then again, you have the bottom one. The length is 32, and the resistance is unknown. You put x. So for this length is x. For this resistance is 16 length. You'll cross multiply. So 4 times 32, right, equals to 16x. Now you can simplify this, or you can just directly go and divide this by 16. right? So whenever you do this, what do you get? You'll be simplifying this accordingly. 1 minute. So whenever you multiply 4 times 32, what will you get? 32 goes up, 4 will be at the bottom, 8, 12, 128, and you'll be dividing that with 16. Again, remember the rule of divisibility of 4. I always tell the students I tutor to remember the divisibility rules. They help a lot when you're simplifying. So here, the divisibility of rule of 4 says that whenever the n2 digits of a number are in the multiplication of 4, you can divide by 4. So I know 28 is in the multiplication of 4, so I'll divide here by 4. I'll divide here by 4. So what will this be? 128 divided by 4 gives me 32. And 16 divided by 4 gives me 4. Again, I can divide by 4 again. Divide by 4 above as well. It will give me 32 divided by 2 is 8 over 1. There you go. That's your answer. This is the way you can do it according to cross multiplication. 8. The next one, part B, what do? What is the length of a wire if its resistance is 9 ohms? So again, you can do the cross multiplication way. 16 feet is the length. The resistance is 4 ohms. At the bottom, 9 ohms is given to you. X is here. So now, 9 times 16 will give you 144. Again, 9 times 16 will give you 144, which is equals to 4x. Now remember, we'll just divide here by 4. What do we get? Here, again, what you can do is the divisibility rule of 4, because we know 44 is present in 11, and 4 is in the multiplication of 4. So here, if you divide by 4, and here you divide by 4. So what will it be? Sorry, what will it be? 1 over 36. And then we will just choose this as our answer. Let's go to the next question. Now for the next question, here, what we have a graph. Now, whenever you have a graph, you need to understand what equation to make, because sometimes you will say x is equals to ky or y is equals to kx, right? So here, remember your number of earrings is your, what is that going to be? Your independent, right? And what is the time? It's your dependent variable. So now here, how are we going to make this? When you have this as the independent, whatever value is here will go x is equals to, sorry, y is equals to kx. This is going to be your equation for this. So the dependent variable will come here is equals to k multiplied by x. Let me just fix this, x. So now we can also say this is time. You can say here hours is equals to k times earrings. Put a small e here. K times earring. Now, again, you can do it both ways you want. Cross multiplication or finding the k. Here, let's go ahead and find the k first and then continue with the question. So you'll understand how to do both ways. So here, we can choose y is equals to kx. Whenever you want to find the constant, you have to have the values that are given to you, right? You cannot find from the unknown values. So here, your number of earrings are what? They are 1. And this is 6 here. So 1 here times k is equals to 6. Now remember, how do I know this is 6? It's because the 12, how many blocks did I draw to reach to 12? 2 blocks. 2 blocks I have to jump to reach 12. So what do? 12 divided by 2. I can find out how many each block is. So it will be 6. So they're skipping by 6. So this is 6, then 12, then 18. So multiplication of 6. Now let's do this. Now we know that our k is 6, right? Now here, what have they given to you? We know our equation is this. So y is equals to, the pair of earrings are x, right? They're asking what is y. So y is equals to 6 times 10, which is 60. The next one is, again, you can choose the k. K is 6, right? We already understand that. So now 54 is the hours. It's the y. 6x. Now you can divide 54 by 6. What do you get? 9. There you go. You'll be done by this as well. Now let's go to the next one. This is also the k way and the cross multiplication. Now here, whatever saying the proportionality constant of x is directly proportional to y. Whatever they're saying x is first, so you will be keeping the x value at the top of the fraction. Okay, what do I mean by that? So they're saying x is directly proportional to y. Sorry, here you will be doing 2 over 5. Now what is 2 over 5? 2 over 5 gives you 0.4, right? Because they're saying x is directly proportional to y, x comes first. So this is going to be 0.4. The next one is going to be y is directly proportional to x, which is going to be 5 divided by 2. What is that now? That is 2.5. You can do it on your copybook and decide. And then here, remember, where will we go? Y is equals to directly proportional to x, 2.5. These two are your answers. Let's go to the next one. Here, what are they asking you to do? If y stands for a number of cushions decorated using x meters of lace, y equals to kx. Again, they've here given you the equation, so it will be easy for you. What are they asking for k value? So for y, you can put anything, right? This is our y stands for the number of cushions. So this is y, and this is x. Always read carefully and then denote them, so you know you don't confuse the x and y. So y is your number of cushions. They told us here, right? So let's write. So this is 6 is equals to k, and what is x? 3. Now k is 6 over 3. What is that? 2. There you go, you got the answer. Let's go to the next one. For this one, based on the graph, how much does sending a 9 kg cost? So now what happens is that you cannot see that directly from the graph because they have not included 9 kgs. Again, you can do cross multiplication or you can do the k value. So here, let's do the cross multiplication because we don't have to do the k value as well. So here they have 2. And remember, what is this value? It's unknown. So what will you do? 4. How many blocks do you have to skip to reach 4? 4, 2. So 4 divided by 2 gives you 2. So each block is 2. So 2, 0, 2, 4, 6. This is 6. So for 2 mass kg, write kg at the top, you're getting, always do the cross multiplication for what's given. Okay? So 2 kgs, and then what is your cost? Your dollars. It's your, so for 2 kgs, you're getting $6. For 2 kgs, you're paying $6. What do they want for 9 kgs? It's x, right? So 2x is equals to 54. So when you divide this, what do you get? 27. Let's write that here, 27. Again, I will do the k value with you as well here, so it will become easier to understand. Again, we have two values from here. 2 is equals to the equation. They haven't given us the equation here, okay? So again, we will say y is equals to kx. What is our y? Our y is 6. Our k value, and then what is x? X is 2. Now, what is our k going to be? 3, right? So our k value is 3. Now, what happens is that your k value is 3. So what happens? You will just input that. They've given you the 9 kgs. So it means what is given to you? The x. So 9 times 3 is equals to y, which gives you 27. There you go. So now I've shown you both the ways, the constant way and the way of the cross multiplication. So you can choose what's best for you. Here again, we'll be doing what we did previously. When A is directly proportional to B, the A value goes up first. So what is that? Minus 3. And what's at the bottom? Minus 21. That's 1 over 7. Again, negative, negative, they become positive. The next one, what do you have is B is directly proportional to A, which is going to be 21 over 3. That just gives you 7. So let's go with this. Let's go to the next one. Here again, they're asking if y directly varies directly with x, enter the proportionality constant. So now again, I'm telling you this. When they mention y first, it will be y is equals to kx. I know a lot of people are tempted to just write the answer as no, but we have to solve it. So y is what here? Y will put that as minus 12, k as the unknown, and x is 3. Again, you will divide this. What will you get? Minus 4. Again, the next one, what will you get? Is that if x varies directly with y is that x goes up and y goes at the bottom, and it's k. Remember, because I said that x they wrote it first. So x is what here? It's 3 over minus 12. So it will be 1 over 4, which is equals to minus 0.25. If I'm not wrong, let's go to the next one. Minus 0.25. Now, what about this? Volume of a blood in a person's body varies directly as their body weight. So now again, keep in mind that they wrote the volume of blood first. So what will we do here? We'll write the volume of blood in person. So it's going to be VB is equals to your body weight X times body weight. Okay, let's write it like this. A person who weighs 140 pounds, so the weight is 140 pounds, the 5 quarts is blood. So 5 quarts is equals to X body weight. What is the body weight? Sorry, 140 pounds. Here, this way you can directly find the K and then you can solve ahead if you want to find the K way. So 5 divided by 140, you will get, like, of course, 5 divided by 140, you will be getting it like this. So here, what you can do, you can divide by 5 above, divide by 5 below, and keep it as a fraction. So 1 over, what is that going to be? 140 divided by 5 gives you 28, right? So you can find the K like this. Now, when you have found the K like this, you can plug in the equation VB, which is your blood, yeah, VB is equals to X times BW. So what have they given us here? The pounds, the body weight, right? So 1 over 28 times 210, right? So 1 over 28 times 210, again, we can solve this. It will give us, okay, now what you can do is that 210 divided by 28, try to simplify it before dividing, so it will become an easier number for you. So here if we divide by, they're both even, so we divide here by 2 and we divide here by 2. 210 divided by 2. That's going to be 1 up, 2 at the bottom, 0 here. You're going to bring 1 down, and if you want to bring the 0 down as well, you have to put a 0 in first. 105. 105 divided by 28 divided by 2 is what? We all know 28 divided by 2 is 14. So again, now the number is a bit smaller. And at this point, what you can do is divide them directly. So 14 divided by 105. So what will that give me? Let's divide by 5 if we get 105. So 20 here, 2 up, 5, 6, 7. Nope. Let's go a number bigger, 4 times 7. That gives you 28. 8 here, 2 down, 7, 8, 9, 98. We can also check times 8. 32, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. So which one is smaller? 7. So 7 and 98 at the bottom. Sorry, I'll write it more properly. 98 here. So 105 minus 98. You can do that here. You'll get here 0, 10. This will become 9, and then this will become 15. Now 15 minus 8 will give you 7. 9 minus 9 is 0 and 0. So this is the 7, right? Now you have to put a point up to bring a 0 down. We know that 14 times 5, we already found it. It's 70, so put the 5 here. This is nothing. Please ignore this. So 7.5 is your answer. And they told us to write it in decimal form, so this is what we did. The next one, what do you have, is your, what is the weight in pounds of a person whose body weight contains 6 quarts of blood? You know, previously, what did we find out? We found out what was the K. And this one, let's do cross multiplication. So in the first one, we used K. In the next one, let's use cross multiplication. So 5 quarts of blood, so let's write blood here, B, is equals to giving me 140 pounds. 140 pounds, right? At the bottom, 6 quarts is given to me as the blood, and X is missing. So I can just directly do this, 6 times 140. You can also do it on the screen, sorry, 140 times 6. 6 times 0, 0, 6 times 4 is 24, 4 here, 2 up, 840. 840 divided by 5, right? Because it's going to be equals to 5x. 5 divided by 840 will give you, sorry, 1 minute. We know that 16 times 5 gives us 80, so 16 up, 80 at the bottom, we subtract, we get 4 here, 4 at the bottom, and then 8. 168 is the answer for the next one. 168. Now in this one, again, they've given you the equation, so it will be easy for you to find the k and then continue the questions. Y is 6 and k over 15, right? This is your k. So again, I will do it. Your y is equals to kx. Y is 6 for the people who need a bit more clarification. K and x, 15. I take the 15 at the bottom because it's multiplication here. At the bottom will be division, 6 over 15. I divide above by 3 and below by 3 because I know both of them are in the multiplication of 3. It will be 2 over 5. This is my k. Okay, so k is equals to 2 over 5. Now, let's continue. Let's put that here, and they want in decimal form, so I can just divide it. I know it's going to be 0.4. Right, so 0.4 is my answer. 0.4, just let me write it here. The next one, what am I doing? What will we do here is that, what is the value of x when y is 20? Now for us, again, I'll keep the fraction as it is, which is 2 above and 5 at the bottom, right? I'm going to keep this as it is and plug it into the equation. So here x is unknown, y is known. So 20 is equals to 2 over 5 x, right? So 5 times 20 is 100. Okay, you know what? Let me explain it. So when you take the 2 over 5 to the other side, you will flip it. It will become 5 over 2 is equals to x. If you want to still keep it multiplication. So 5 times 20 is, what will that give you? 100, and divide by 2 will give you 50. So x is equals to 50. And then the next one, what is the value of y when x is equals to minus 22? Again, we have the k, keep the k written, so it will be easy for you, 2 over 5. Put that 2 over 5 times minus 22, right? So how can we do this now? We will solve this by minus 44. Just multiply minus 4 because you cannot, simplify 5 and minus 22. Divide by 5. When you divide them, of course, they said decimal form, so you get a hint that it's going to be like this. Don't forget the minus, put it outside here. So you will know that the answer is in minus. So 8 point, so it will be 8, 0, 4 at the bottom. Point I put above because I need a 0. So I'll put the decimal point up and then I can add another 0, 8.8, right? Because it's also 40 minus 0. There you go, minus 8.8 is your answer here. Minus 8.8. The next one here, what you have is what is the value of k? Take any two values here. So let's take 2 and 10. They already told us the equation, so that will be easy for you. The 10 is y is equals to k, and what is x? 2. We divide them. We get 10 divided by 2. It gets 5. So the value is 5. And the next one, what are you doing here? Again, they are telling us you can do it here with the k or with the cross multiplication. Let's do it with the k. So x is equals to, they're saying x varies directly with y. So x is equals to ky, right? So the equation for k is going to be x over y is equals to k. Now I know my x is 10 and my y is 20. I'll be getting 1 over 2, which is 0.5. 0.5 now, I can plug it in here and find out the equation. So x is going to be 22. Okay, again, keep it as a fraction if you want. This is your k, right? K is 1 over 2 or 0.5. So it will be times 2 over 1. 22 is equals to half times y. When you take it to the other side, it will become 22 times 2, right? Equals to y, which is 44. And that's your answer. Let's go to the next one. Here, what you do is that you just understand the pattern. It's 0, 16, and then deducting 16. It's the multiplication of 16. So 64 plus 16, you will get 10 here, 80. So that's your answer for this one. It's also come in your quizzes. Don't forget, if you have any questions, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you need any classes, any explanation, please do book a call with me. So, and you have the email given to you. So y is equals to kx. Now y is equals to kx. What do they want? The k. So you know y is 16. We'll just take these two values. And k is unknown and x is 4. So let's write 16. It's multiplication here. We'll bring it to the other side. It will become division. Divide, you get 4. The next one. Here, what is the missing value? So again, they're asking for the missing value. What you can do here, again, you can do the k. You can go according to the k value, and then you can find the y, right? So how will this be? So 4, they already told you x and y are directly proportional. So x is equals to ky. So x is what? It's 4. K is unknown, and y is 5. 4 over 5 is your k, which will give you 0.8, or you can keep it as a fraction here. So 4 over 5. Now, what's going to happen? You can write here 4 over 5 is equals to k. What you can do here is, sorry, 1 minute. You can write it as 12 is your x, 4 over 5 is your k, and y is your equation. So 12 times 5 over 4. So then here, 12 times 5, you know it's 60. Divided by 4, now remember both of them are even. So what can you do here? If they're both even, you can divide them. So remember, divide here by 2, divide here by 2. So when you divide, you get 30 over 2. 30 over 2, it's 15. So just write here 15. That's your answer, 15. I know this is a bit longer way, but you can. I'm just telling you different ways you can solve this question. So now here, proportionality constant y is equals to k. Now remember, whenever you have y which is larger than k, we're going to put the y first, minus 8 over x minus 2, which we cross, we get 8 over 2, which gives us 4. And then we go to the next one. And here, what can we do? Is that we have x equals to 0, y, go to the graph, and you can say when x is 0, y is also 0. So you put this as 0. Now the next one, y is equals to 12 and x. Now here, what you can do is that you can always cross multiplication, sorry. We can have the cross multiplication here. So it's 2, 4, right? So 2, 4. If we do 2, 4 here, now 2, it's a proportional relationship between x and y. Again, y is equals to kx. Y is equals to kx. What are we going to do here?